So I don't know if most people know this already, but I actually already have a second YouTube channel, but we are starting a third. But let me tell you about my second YouTube channel first, and then I'll tell you about the new one that I am starting and why I'm starting it. So I'm really excited about this. So the second channel I have is the Jacob Restituto Shorts and Clips channel. That channel you can go and check out, which has all the clips from my Tudo Talks interviews. So all the interviews that I do, maybe like a 2-minute clip, 3-minute clip, 5-minute clip, individual topics or questions that are answered in that, as well as YouTube Shorts where I'm maybe hanging out with my dog or doing something fun in the studio or whatever the case, maybe playing some music. So that will be linked down below. But the new channel that I'm starting is going to be something really different and very interesting. And let me back up to what I'm doing before I explain what it is. So I am a big advocate for documenting your process. And part of the reason why is because back in 2014, I started a journal and I have journaled my day, some more than others, but every day since July of 2014, I have journaled what I've done. And why I did that is because when I dropped out of college, I dropped out in, I guess the semester ends in like late May. So I started July 4th, and I think I might have missed a couple days in mid-July. So I just say now July I started because I did have a July. But that was the point being that I started July 4th, and I dropped out. I finished college like my first year, and then never went back. I think like late May. So there's been a month out of college. And I was trying to figure out my music career, man. And like I heard, and I was a massive Ed Sheeran fan, and I heard in an interview that he said that he played 312 gigs in a year. And here I was dropping out of college. I literally probably went 20 miles in my car, and I stopped at every single restaurant that I saw. Every single one that I saw for 20 miles from like, I don't, you wouldn't know, but like if you're from here, it's Northport to Port Jefferson. 40, probably 20 miles on the road. Stopped at every single one, and I went in and said, "Hey, is the manager there? First of all, I said, "Hey, do you guys have live music?" If they did, I would, say, "Hey, is the manager here? Or is there anybody I can speak to?" If not, I would say, "Hey, here's my card. I'd love to play here." And I was thinking, struggling to get gigs. I got a couple here and there, but I was like, "How in the world did Ed Sheeran play 312 when I can literally get, I can barely get 3 a month?" So I was like, "This is impossible." I would love to know what he was doing and how he did it, So that's why I started. I started that process. It literally, if you go, I don't know if I've ever posted the first one, but the first one essentially says, "This is my journey. This is why I'm doing it, because one day I plan to be and want to be playing Madison Square Garden. So I want to show the journey of today to how I got there." And now, I want to release it as a book one day, and that's also why I do the vlogs too. Is I want people, if they want to say, "Hey, I want to say what I want to say. I want to have what Jacob has, or I want to do what Jacob does." Then I want to show what I'm doing. I want to show that this is what I did and this is how you can do it. But obviously my story is going to be different than your story, and Joe's story and John's story and Sally's story, and everybody's story is going to be very different. But you can learn ideas and tricks. Like I would just love to know what Ed Sheeran does, or what John Mayer does, or what Taylor Swift does, or anybody does for a month. Just what does their life look like? There's so many things I could learn. That's why I love behind the scenes videos, because there's so much to learn, right? So I love that. Now, what is this new channel going to be? This new channel is going to be the Jacob Restituto Reruns channel. So it's going to be rerun episodes. If you're not familiar what a rerun is, I don't know if you guys use that term outside of the U.S., but a rerun is when it's a previously aired episode, typically of a TV show that has already been posted, so it's no longer new, but it's re-aired. It's put on television again. You can rewatch it essentially. The reason I want to do this, I was thinking about this. I was like, you know what? Man, there's so many people joining the channels now. They haven't seen some of these earlier vlogs where, like, my channel wasn't even monetized, or I hit 10,000 subscribers, or the first day I made $1 from YouTube, or, my first quote-unquote what I would call viral video because I was excited because I got, 3,000 views in a day, or, all these little moments that they didn't see, or how I thought about and debated turning monetization on my channel, how I started the first interview I did on the channel, how I got the interview. All these things, are just part of the documentation process. And part of the thing is, like, people only see where you are now, and I want to show where I was so that they can appreciate the progress, but also learn. Maybe it's hard to relate to, to where, as, oh, how do I have 0 subscribers? How do I get to there? It seems so far away. Well, well, here in this video, I only had 6,000 subscribers. That's a lot more relatable, you know? So I want to repost these because I think that it'd be really cool. Just content to go back and look, to see Bullet when he's 9 weeks old, you know, like us training him and trying to teach him to play dead, or, you know, all these little things that are so different now. But I would love, you know, I'm coming up on, I think I started vlogging. I've vlogged almost every day since March 20th, I think, of 2020 was my first. So that's almost 2 years of vlogs. That, you know, a lot has changed in 2 years. So the first time we hit 1 million views in a month, or like all these things, like there's so many things that have changed, and I would love for myself, but also other people to go and have the opportunity to go back and look at them and see where we were to where we are now. And the way I want to structure the channel, and not only vlogs, it's going to be the reruns channel. I titled it the Jacob Restituto Vlogs and Music Reruns, because I have so many performances from 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago that I played and, you know, done live at, whether it be at a restaurant, whether it be at a, you know, in my studio, whether it be at my church, whatever the case is. So many older performances that I want to post because they also show where I once was and now where I am today, right? So I want to, like, just the Jacob Restituto rerun. So it's older content resurfacing, but the point is to show people, like, you know, where we were and now where we are. So I think it's a really cool opportunity to kind of reuse that content in a way, but also I like the idea that like I said, I have 2 years worth of vlogging almost, and I want to do it in a way where it's, today I might post, you know, I still want to post my daily vlogs here on this channel, but like today, say hypothetically, I might post a vlog from 6 months ago, and tomorrow could be one from 2020, and the day after that could be one from 3 days ago, and the day after, it's going to be completely random, because I don't want it to be where if people find the channel in 6 months that they miss all the you know, the first half of 2020 vlogs. No, I want it to be, you know, it's completely random. Do I get do I get May 5th, 2020, or do I get April 7th, 2021, or July 12th, you know what I mean? Like, I just seeing where we were and just appreciating the progress and the growth. But also, or do I get, you know, an acoustic video from Jacob in 2016, you know? So I think it's really an interesting concept, and if you are interested in it, consider subscribing. The links will be down below. There'll be 2 links. The first link will be to this new channel if you want to subscribe to that, the vlogs and music reruns. The second one, if you have not subscribed already to the Jacob Restituto Shorts and Clips channel, consider checking out that one with all the clips and shorts to the interviews that I've done. So if you're interested in those and you want to see, maybe you want bite-sized pieces, you don't want to sit for an hour, you can pick and choose the topics you want to talk about. Check that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just trying out new content, stuff that I was like, you know what, man, like, I would like to go see where I was in March of 2020, or, you know, just where I was in April or July, just like looking back, you know, me and Jamie jet skiing in the Long Island Sound, you know, like in 2020, like, oh man, just all the stuff. Me and Jamie driving from New York to Florida, you know, a 3,000-mile round trip, like all these things that are just, you know, in the past. I love for them to be resurfaced and stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, check them out. I'm not sure the frequency that it'll be posted or what, but maybe once a day, maybe twice, maybe once a day. I don't know. I mean, I have 600, so maybe, I mean, that's almost 2 years if if I want to post once a day. But who knows? I don't know. We'll testing it out. Hope you enjoyed the content.